Boom shakalaka, despite Bitcoin price dropping, nothing has fundamentally changed for Bitcoin, plus why Polygon could be ahead of a major rally. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at Bitcoin and how this most recent price drop does not affect anything. As a matter of fact, it sets it up even better. Plus, why Polygon Matic could be ahead of a huge rally. Before we do, guys, just press the like button. It helps out so gosh darn much. Also, another thing that I want to bring to your guys' attention, I just saw today that Token Metrics has 25% off of their plans. They don't have discounts like this often. Pretty much Black Friday and Christmas. Other than that, you're stuck paying the regular price. So if you do want to get a discount on Token Metrics, use the link down in the description and the pinned comment with the code TM Holidays. The reason I like it, well, because it gives you all of the coins ranked according to a TM grade, which uses over 80 indicators, artificial intelligence, machine learning. You can find it all with One Stop Shop, and with Token Metrics 2.0, they have all these categories here. Things like Solana ecosystem, Avalanche ecosystem, Polygon ecosystem, smart contract platforms, a whole bunch more. And guess what? They now have their shop at shop.tokenmetrics.com. Now, back to Bitcoin. If we take a look at Bitcoin, we can see here that Bitcoin is repeating what it's done a couple times already this year, where the price has crashed and it's had to recover. Well, we can see these lower high trend lines. The first one was back here in 2020, the COVID crash back then. And we had this CC above 100 right there behind my head. Well, as soon as it breaks through there with the Ichimoku cloud, guess what? It bounces off of that trend line and then takes off. Happened again here in May, August 2021. Guess what? Bounced off and then takes off. Well, right now we have it breaking through and then, well, coming down, and we are close. Not bouncing yet, not breaking through to the bottom yet, but pretty darn close. We also have the CCI above 100 yet again in all three of these scenarios. Now, this does not necessarily change anything. A lot of people right now specifically are getting extremely fearful because Bitcoin was rejected roughly at $50,000. People are like, uh-oh, it's going down to $32,000. And while it may, I think if it does, and you're fearful about that, that's somewhat short-sighted. You have to think more than a couple days, more than a couple weeks, more than a couple months even, and heck, why not more than a couple years? Because look at where financial policy is going. It's been a train wreck since the 1980s. They've been kicking the can down the road pretty much since 71, since they took the dollar off the gold standard. It's been terrible, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, but Bitcoin is a hedge against that. And if we take a look here, a lot of people are getting scared about the stock-to-flow model, saying, hey, you know what, it's broken, it's not working anymore, this is terrible, because if you can see here, Bitcoin is pretty much on the lower band of it. And people are saying, hey, it's broken, it's too late, it should be all the way up at $100,000+. But here's the thing, it's at the lower band right now. It's not even at the double lower band right now. And this thing has been pretty accurate. It'll be accurate until it's not accurate, but eventually the price will come up because there's a lot of reasons why the price is down where it is right now. Probably the biggest reason is, I don't want to point fingers, but it's a lot of people who are leverage trading right now who probably shouldn't be leverage trading. Basically, it's gamblers. That's all that they are. They see, I don't know, a popular YouTube channel that promotes, let's say Bybit or something like that. And then they're like, hey, I can use 10x leverage, 50x leverage, 100x leverage. What they don't realize is these guys who are peddling them Bybit are making $600 a piece or making millions of dollars a month selling Bybit, where the people who actually use it get liquidated. It's not a great tactic, but it works because it fulfills that need of the person. It scratches their itch, the get rich quick itch. It scratches that itch until they get liquidated and then they're turned off to cryptocurrency forever. Well, we can see here that if you're curious why Bitcoin price has been dropping, well, it's because longs are getting wrecked. You can see right here, this green is the number of longs getting wrecked. Every time the price has been going down with people talking about Bitcoin price going up, guess what? They're getting wrecked. And if we see here, most of the people selling, they're not smart money. It's dumb, young money. Dumb, young money. Gamblers, basically. But the thing is, the average age of Bitcoin being spent is declining. Smart money, older money sells tops, not bottoms. The last few weeks, they aren't selling. We can see here that as younger coins being spent. And that's what happens at the bottoms. The younger coins get spent. The people who've had it for less time, the people who aren't prepared to hodl. As a matter of fact, if we take a look, pretty much retail interest in Bitcoin has been gone since the spring, since the top. Since when Bitcoin price was at the top, well, guess what? The young money isn't interested. They only want to buy the top and then sell the bottom. It's pretty crazy. But here's the thing. Nothing has changed when you take a look at it on a longer time frame. We can see here that we have pretty much a pattern that repeats itself with each cycle halving. We have the cycle top, and then we have the first higher high in white, the halving front run in pink, the local top in blue, the pre-breakout pullback in yellow, and then another cycle top in green. We can see it here in cycle 1, here in cycle 2, and again repeating in cycle 3. Right now, we are pre-breakout pullback. That's where we are. The price has to be pulled back until it's basically like pulling back a bow and arrow. You pull it back so far until you can't pull it anymore, and then it takes off. And when it takes off, we could be heading to the $100,000 to $300,000 area. So you definitely don't want to get tricked while Bitcoin price is in this area. Because even on shorter time frames, 3-day, you don't even have to look out that far. Guess what? We still are repeating the post-COVID crash, where we have some higher lows, some lower highs. We have this wedge forming, and as soon as we find support, pretty much breaking off. Well, same thing's happening again right here. So still keeping an eye on that as well, because there are some other metrics as well, like the investor cap multiple, which subtracts thermocap from overall cost basis to assess fair value of Bitcoin and looks at deviation levels. Well, guess what? If we take a look at it, we're not all the way down at the bottom, according to this. Not one of the all-time best buy areas, but we're at a pink area. And guess what? The pink areas, pretty much these are the pre-parabolic value levels. This is generally that spot before Bitcoin takes off to parabolic levels. And if we take a look here, this is another one, the NVT signal. We can see here all the way down, way low. After these tremendous lows it has, generally the price ends up taking off a little bit. So there's a lot of indicators saying the price is taking off, but the thing is, there's no pressure for it to happen because the people who are controlling the market, let me show you here, the big money, the entity $10 million plus, they don't care how long it takes. The longer it takes, the more small money gets shaken out and the more it adds to their portfolios. So they honestly don't care, because guess what? They're going to sell it back to you at double, triple, 5 times, 10 times, who knows, however many times more it is than it is right now. But that being said, there is potentially an opportunity coming up for Polygon Matic in the next few days, 2 weeks, 2 months. So Matic could be ahead of a major rally. We can see here the 1-day MA200 held here, and if we take a look down here on the CCI, now this, we had a bounce, we had kind of like an inverse cup, and then we had another bounce, and then we had a top, bottom, top. Well, looks like we had that yet again, inverse cup, top, bottom, top, almost a cup and handle, you could say right there, and a little wedge in the price before it took off. Now, we potentially could be having that again, because Matic is one of the most performant blockchains out there, potentially expanding Ethereum's capability for everyone to be able to use Ethereum. Not only that, but you can earn like 10% interest by just holding in a Celsius wallet. Pretty legit. So that one could be headed for new higher highs, potentially orders of magnitude higher. So guys, that is all for today's episode. Remember, if you ever wanted to check out Token Metrics, now is the time. Click the link in the description, pinned comment, use the code TMHolidays, and you'll get 25% off only until January 2nd, so you only have a couple more days. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.